So Peacemaker episode 7 actually has some exciting and heartwarming moments. If you're watching all of my previous reviews of Peacemaker, you'll know that I think this show is fucking ass. Like nothing was happening. The character development was so slow. Hardcourt was doing the same I'm an asshole, let me pick fights at the bar thing she was doing in season 1. And everybody else like was doing the same thing they were doing, which is cool if you like dumbasses, but it's like a show full of dumbasses. And mine is Hardcourt and shit, I can't even say Economos because Economos does some dumb shit. But mine is Hardcourt and Rick Flag. They're like the only two serious people in this show. But without further ado, let's get started on episode 7 because I actually liked it. I want to start off by saying Peacemaker is a fucking idiot. He is one of the dumbest protagonists of all time. I'm not even sure how he has his own show right now. I'm not sure how this show is running on I'm a dumbass and I do dumb shit. It's working. It's working somehow, but you know, so it starts off because last episode we found out that he's in Nazi world, basically. Like he's in the world where in World War II, the Germans won. They put all the people of color somewhere in some camp. We haven't seen any of them yet. Chris has been going back and forth to this universe for multiple episodes now. Has not seen anybody of color, did not notice. They point out in this episode that a copy of Mein Kampf is on every single desk in this office that he's in Argus, and there's a swastika on like every flag. He's like, oh shit, guess I didn't notice that. Just a dumbass. But so when the hardcore of that world comes in and sees him in the hardcore from his world in there, she's like, oh, arrest these bitches. They get out of there, and they get out of there in a stupid way. Like Chris actually uses his jet boots, or a jet pack rather, and flies him out of the window, injuring his hardcore in the process because he's a fucking idiot. And then they ride away on the peace cycle. And when that's happening, Economos is still tied up at the mansion where the father of Peacemaker lives in that universe, and his brother's there. And his brother and him are in there talking. And he's like, gotta round up all these people from this Peacemaker universe that we don't know before the police get to them. If they have some kind of plan going on, they don't name it. I don't expect this plan to be super huge because it's only like one episode left. So, you know, either way. So while this is going on, Adebayo is still running from all the racist people in the neighborhood. And when she jumps in the pool and swims away and gets out, Judo Master is there and kills everybody in the pool. This is a cool moment, a cool episode for Judo Master. Judo Master helps out a lot. And he just says, hey, I just saw you in trouble. And I saw you in trouble, and it wasn't your fault. It was your dumbass friend's fault you came to see. But yeah, they're not too kind to minorities in this world. So you should relax. And he makes a comment talking about how the snacks are shipped because all the snacks have like an H on the end. Everything in here has like an H on the end. It's weird. So after Judo Master saves him, Hardcourt and Peacemaker share like a passionate moment on the bike where she's behind him. She grabs his hands and she's actually smiling for once. Just took 7 fucking episodes for her to crack a smile and maybe internally admit, oh, this guy's not so bad. He's a fucking idiot, but you get my point. So when the police round them up and they get there and they're ready to fire on Peacemaker and Hardcourt, Peacemaker's dad and brother from this universe come down in their suits and they kill all the cops, which I didn't expect that. I thought they were going to be on the cop side or at least talk to him or something. And so the dad brings them back to the mansion safely so they can basically tell the dad and brother the whole story about what's going on. The dad's being unusually reasonable for, you know, his dad being a racist asshole in that universe. So I guess it makes sense because in the main universe, his dad was an asshole racist dude. And in this universe, he's like the only one around that's not a racist asshole, but everybody else is. That makes perfect sense, actually. So, and then Rick Flag Sr. has a moment in here where he finds this guy that Luthor told him about in exchange for getting him a better prison. He found this guy named Sidney Happerson. Sidney Happerson hasn't been in comic books, oh my God, in decades. But this was his role. He was Luthor's assistant. He's the one who helped Luthor develop the technology to go to different worlds anyway, different portals and whatnot, dimensional time rifts, all that kind of shit. So he helps him, and in 5 seconds, he finds out that the portal is at Vigilante's mom's house in the basement. Finds that out in 5 seconds. This guy's a genius. Weird ass genius. He looks weird. But so when Chris Hardcourt and the other crew are having a conversation with Chris's father from that universe and the brother. Chris's father is reasonable as hell. Like, he's saying, okay, you know what? He's telling his son, he's like, you can't be mad at him. It was an accident, as Peacemaker told him. It's an accident. We just need to get them back safely. So I like that part. So like, his father is actually showing, hey, we got to get them out of here, make sure they're safe. None of this is their fault. And he's explaining like how he's not a bigot like everybody else is there. He said, you know what? I can't control my universe, but this is not how I feel. And while he's explaining that, while he's explaining it, you get a heartwarming moment. You feel some shit like, this guy is a nice guy. Maybe we'll get some more development, and he can maybe have a relationship with Chris going forward. Vigilante is outside with Adebayo and Judo Master, and they come in, and Vigilante jumps to the window and shanks his dad in the neck like 17, 18 times. Just straight up shanks him. And Chris is like, what the fuck are you doing? He said, hey, I saw Economos still tied up to the chair. I thought it was go time. I thought it was time to whoop ass and kill everybody. But so Vigilante is finally getting some more screen time in this episode. That was a twist I did not see. I did not see him coming in there and killing him right away, that major character that's been in every episode. But hey, you know what? Thumbs up to that. Thumbs up to that. Vigilante getting more time. He's been spending a lot of time in the past 2 episodes with his self from this universe, and him and himself in this universe are exactly the same. Both of them like the same stuff. They hate the same shit. They're both fighting for justice. It seems like they're both masters of whatever martial art they're using. I'm not the expert here, but I mean, and they're both stupid as a motherfucker. So he found his match. Adebayo didn't find her match. Harcourt's is completely different because she's really, really smiley and happy in this universe. And we don't know we didn't see much of Peacemaker's other self, but according to the little dialogue that his dad has about his son, he was a drug addict, he was a drunk, even from that universe's Harcourt. He's cheated on her a lot, just cared about women and drugs, and he was a dickhead pretty much. So I guess we got enough. And his father, the way his father kind of acknowledges that, hey, this was just an accident quickly, and is not that angry or sad about it. So I was like, maybe his son was a little bit more than an asshole. Maybe he was a mega asshole. So Dad's dead, and Keith is mad as shit. Keith was already mourning the loss of his brother. He was already seeking revenge on Peacemaker anyway, and this just further is like, okay, now you didn't kill my father, my daddy. And so when they're trying to leave out of the portal, Keith comes to the wall with his suit on and is ready to kill Peacemaker. And Peacemaker just has his hands down, letting it happen, because Peacemaker does not want to hurt his brother, because this is the only relationship he's had with his brother in this universe. The only relationship he knew his brother back in his universe was, it ended when they were little kids, like elementary school kids, and he killed his brother. So that's understandable. Now, when Keith is beating the hell out of Chris, the whole team jumps him. I mean, he's getting stabbed up, choked, slapped, punched, kicked, and Chris is, while he's watching this, he's having flashbacks of his own universe, of him killing his brother, him killing his father, because that's what this whole season's been about, right? It's been pretty much everybody's acting the same except for Chris, and Chris has major depression. Like, he needs to see a serious superhero, supervillain counselor out there, maybe Clock King or something like that, because he's having serious depression, flashbacks all the time of seeing his father, killing his father, even though his dad was an asshole, still his dad, and he killed his brother as a child. So he's going through a lot of trauma. So when he screams stop, he's just like, what is wrong with us? Like, we're killing everything, but that's just what we do. This shouldn't be this way. So going forward, one of the problems I had with Peacemaker is I didn't see a path going forward for him to have his own show, to do anything of any kind of importance in the DCU. But maybe instead of him being like a lackey to a Waller or a Rick Flag or a Luthor or anybody else, maybe he'll find something in between, which is one of my theories, that the end of this season, and James Gunn hinted at a big cameo. It's not Lex Luthor. That's not a big cameo that we didn't expect. I think it's going to be some people from that team, the Authority, since they already introduced one member of the Authority, the engineer, in the Superman movie, I think he's going to get welcomed on that team. And if it's not that team, I see him being welcomed, maybe along with a partner or something from this squad, to another squad somewhere. Maybe just I can't say this, but maybe a nicer squad, maybe like a peacekeeping squad. Like let's see, I think maybe he'll be welcomed in a squad like the Authority, because the Authority isn't evil. They're all about justice. They just will kill your ass at any time. All their members will just kill you. They have no problem. Even their Superman member, Apollo, no problem killing you. So I think he's going to go on a team like that. I don't see him going solo either. I don't see that. Maybe, you know, what would be nice would be him and a serious character getting together. I really don't care to have him and Vigilante together on just a duo and have their own show or be in a movie together. If they are going to be on a team together, somebody has to be extra serious, because otherwise, what is this movie or this series going to be about? It's going to be about the same shit we've been seeing, them being stupid. So Keith lives, because then the police come in there as Hardcore is actually going to shoot Keith in the head when she sees Peacemaker go through the portal. And before she can shoot him in the head, the police come in there. Vigilante pushes her out the door, does a flipping roundhouse kick, and kicks the door shut. And Keith is just staring in the camera like, oh, I'm going to whoop his ass. I'm going to find him. I'm going to beat his ass like it's no tomorrow. Because now you got my father. You done brought the blacks to my town. you done disrupted our way of life. You know what I mean? This is not going to be, I'm not going to stand for this. Now, how Keith is going to get through that door, I'm guessing maybe they have a device on their side too. How he's going to get there and do anything by himself is beyond me. I don't see Keith beating anybody on that side of there by himself at all when he comes back over. So another theory is he's going to have to bring somebody. He got to bring somebody from his side of the universe, from his universe, excuse me, and actually go fight Peacemaker. Maybe that'll be a cool cameo. Maybe that person will end up staying in the main universe. Could be Amanda Waller's son from the books. Might be a little too soon to bring him in there, though. Might be just someone like Dreamer. Might be someone like Black Alice. Black Alice, that all those could be too early, but who knows? James Gunn likes to bring in obscure characters and characters that we don't know. Nobody knows Black Alice. Nobody knows Amanda Waller's son unless you've been reading the books. I'm a nerd. I've been reading all those books. They're cool characters. So, but that's how the episode ends. The episode ends with them going back to the universe, and Rick Flag and everybody's waiting outside like, bitch, what you been doing with this damn portal? We caught you. It took us 7 episodes, even though we have the most advanced government network on the planet. It took us 7 episodes to find you. Days, weeks. Here we are. And when he gets there, and Judo Master walks over to the other side, even though he's been talking to Adebayo this whole time and playing Scrabble, not Scrabble, Scrabble. And Peacemaker's like, you know what? All these guys came over there to try to stop me and bring me back over here so I could turn myself in. They weren't over there trying to help me do anything. And Judo Master agrees and says, yep, that's what happened. So all those guys are absolved. Harcourt might actually be able to make some money and pay her rent, because she hasn't paid rent in so long. Look, one thing, hold on. In these superhero shows, sometimes like in Spider-Man, all that kind of stuff, they must have the best landlords in the world, because there is no way I could be late on my rent even a week without somebody putting a eviction notice on my door. These fools will be late on rent, late on light bill for months, and just, it's all good. No. Why is money a priority when you can just be late with rent for months? It's crazy. That's a nitpick, but still, it's crazy. It happens all the time. People like Spider-Man is so relatable. No, he's not. He cannot pay rent for 8 months. That's not relatable. What you mean? I wish I could do that. And that's it. That's the end of the episode. I had a lot more to talk about this week instead of just ranting and saying this shit is ass. I still don't think this show is that good, but this episode at least was decent. I liked it at least. So far the 7 episodes, I may have liked 3. So hopefully this season ends with a bang. It's the last episode, comes out next Thursday. I'll be here. Maybe my co-host will finish watching all the episodes. He'll be here with me. He'll add some stuff in there, but that's all I have for you today. I'm Kurono. You can follow us on Kuronocomics on TikTok. Man, like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what y'all think of the show, because I think it's ass. borderline ass. It's like a little bit below average to ass. So let me know. Maybe I'm tripping. I'm never tripping, but maybe I'm tripping. I'll catch y'all next time.